welcome back. We're about to connect with someone who is doing amazing things, has released something amazing into the world, yet she is painfully happy, and I need to understand why. Nanette is a R&B singer and songwriter who delivers a beautiful raw emotion, cultural depth, which is so important now, sonic brilliance pretty much with every move, and that's expressed beautifully in her new album, yes, Painfully Happy. She is firmly staking her claim as one of South Africa's most important voices in R&B right now. If you don't believe me, take a little listen. She's more happy than painfully happy this morning. Are we going to make her that way? Put your hands together for Nanette. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you
I'm so glad you are here.
I'm so glad to be here.
You've been knocking on this door for a while,
Yes.
and I think the stars are aligning for you clearly. The new music is an indication of that.
Yes.
Looking at your little body shake when you saw yourself in that mode, that's amazing to me, because it kind of feels like you are starting to realize just how amazing you are.
I am.
Have you reached that point in your career now where you are going all in for you? Never mind what people around you are saying. For you, are you starting to believe?
Yes, it feels so good to finally see myself the way that other people do.
Brilliant.
I think I've always known that I'm capable of, making the most out of this career, but I'm like a perfectionist of note. So it took a lot of time for me to feel validated, but I have the best team and I have the best supporters. So it's been a lovely journey, and I'm so glad that everyone is so supportive of the music.
Well, you're delivering, and it's a two-way street. There's a transaction that's happening here, and once you enter into commercial spaces, artists need to take that on board.
Yes.
It's not just an expression of you, but you are representing your art, your music, no pressure. But you do seem painfully happy with where you are right now. It's gotten to that kind of peak. Talk to us about the music itself. What's informing that? Because there's a lot of emotion there, girl. Sure.
Yes. So I've been very inspired by life and just the concept of community and people with my writing process. And with Painfully Happy, I really wanted to make an album that spoke to the duality of life.
The South African way.
Yeah. We can laugh while crying.
Exactly.
I think it's one of our skills. But I was in a really great point in my career, which is, there's so much elevation still happening. But I dealt with like a very personal loss of my aunt, my one and only aunt last year. And it was actually on the same day that Apple Music featured me on their like really huge Alpha playlist. So that day ended up becoming like a huge lesson for me. And it sort of birthed the experience that was Painfully Happy, because I did believe that I was still in a good position in my life, and everything was going so well. But grief has a way of just like numbing things that I think a lot of people can relate to and understand. But there's still a way forward, and there's still so much joy to be experienced.
Well, thank you for taking that step, because I think the worst part about being in those spaces, we can't see the next step. And we're waiting for a hand to kind of grab us and pull us out of the water, but often it's you. You've got to kick your legs. You've got to be the person who takes you there.
Yes.
Was there a moment that took you there? Was it maybe one of your own songs or something that happened in your space that allowed you to frame it like this? Because you're talking to me like you've done a lot of work in this space, which is amazing. That's beautiful.
Writing this album was definitely very healing. I started writing it about a week after the loss, and I was just like, let me just put it all into the music.
And you feel that rawness.
Yeah.
You feel that. Wow, you're giving me goosebumps. That is crazy, but you feel it, man.
Thank you. So that was a very healing experience for me, and I think with writing the album and dedicating it to my aunt, it was almost like I was taking that journey with her. So that ended up being one of the most beautiful and, I guess, a growth-filled experience, yeah.
But now you've got this beautiful tool to use in that space,
Yes.
and you've got other areas to kind of look into. When we talk about bad weather, the waiting room, you get to explore so many different things.
Yeah.
once you get to let yourself out the cage like that creatively, and you say you do believe now, and I know you'll have your moments like every artist, but when you get to express yourself creatively in that way, what does that process look like? How do you start even? Is it with a note? Is it with a word? Is it with an engagement?
Ooh, so I'm always writing. I always have something in my notes or on my notepad. So I think it starts there. It starts with the message and what I want to say. But I've been like leaning more into vibing with the productions. I think I used to be very strict about writing a full song and then recording a full song. But I've found like a lot of joy in experimenting and just seeing where the music can take me.
Let them just do their thing, yeah.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying using the music as a tool to also just discover myself beyond telling a story that I want to share with people. It's been really fun discovering myself and discovering the things that I enjoy to do and the things that I enjoy to, you know, interact with.
And I think this mindset's kind of opening you up to bring mentors to you. You're becoming known as someone who likes to collaborate, who likes to learn and push boundaries. Why is collaboration so important? Obviously, it's growing you in front of our eyes, but for you, why was it so important to become that?
I think it's such an honor to be part of someone else's story and to let someone else be a part of your story.
And some amazing producers and artists as well.
Honored. I'm so grateful to have the list of credits and producers that I've worked with. But yeah, I think collaboration grows the industry, you know. We can't have an industry where people aren't working together. And there's so much magic to be created when there's multiple people in the room. I think we all have different perspectives and different ways that we navigate the creative process. And once we put that all together, magic is like always going to be made. So yeah.
Money is going to be made.
And
because
money.
That's a strategic network.
And
that's a commercial
money.
representation in the industry.
Yes.
And you are ticking so many boxes here that we normally wait until interview 5 after 10 years of being in your feel-good breakfast show space. But this is the manifestation station, and I think you've been manifesting around you in a powerful way. So I look forward to what the next phase of your career is going to bring. Most importantly, I look forward to you performing this
Can't
morning.
wait.
Yay, thank you so much for being here. You want raw emotion, you want that beautiful voice. You can hear mine is breaking in anticipation, but you're going to see someone who is approaching their big moment in the most powerful way, and what that's going to look like, all bets are off. Nanette performs for just you, just you sitting alone at home in just a moment.